encounter when slacklining, we want to make sure that as we're spotting, our spotter's got our hand behind our back, like that. They give us a bit of space behind our back. And what we're going to do, we're going to make sure that our foot stays dead straight on that line. One of the risks, if we put our foot sideways, we can roll the line. You can imagine that if we're standing on the line, like so, and we put our foot to the side, we can roll the line, and then we fall off the line. So we want to keep our foot nice and straight. The other thing, when we're up on the line, we can often get the wobbles. When we get the wobbles, we just touch our foot to our other foot to make sure that we stay nice and stable. Relax, we breathe, and we move back to that nice balanced position, okay? What we don't want to do is balance from our lower body and move around a lot like this. That can involve, when our slackliner does that, they can fall over and they can topple and they can fall sideways like that and they can end up on the ground. So we want to make sure that we stay nice and relaxed and we balance just using our arms. So what that looks like, we relax, we touch up with our spotter. We can go back to our spotter once we lose our balance. We want to ensure that we keep our focus dead straight. That's another thing that will help us stay safe on the line. When we're on the line, wherever we look is where we're going to go. So if we look down to the right, that's where we go. So we want to make sure our focus stays nice and straight on that tree.
To ensure we're walking along the slack line as safely as possible, we make sure that when we step onto the line, our feet are straight, and then when we step, we feel the line in front of us and slowly transition weight onto the line. We don't want to place our foot sideways on the line because that can roll the line either way and can end up with our slackliner falling off of the slack line. When we go to dismount the slack line, we keep our eyes on a fixed point on the tree, and when we slowly control our dismount, stepping down onto the ground. The same goes with when we stand back up onto the line, keep our focus point, and then stand back up onto the line.
The other dangers we can encounter when we're slacklining is we don't want to be jumping over the line. When we go to the line, we step over the line nice and carefully, okay? If we are. Otherwise, we do like this, and we walk around the line to make sure that we're not jumping over it, because if we jump over it, what happens? We can stack it and we can hurt ourselves, which is not fun. So we'll get a close-up of our ratchet here, and we can see that when we're walking, we don't want to be walking with our feet on that ratchet. We make sure that we're back here and we step down before we get anywhere near the ratchet. We don't want to be getting our feet, our fingers, or any part of our body caught in this ratchet.
We always check our ratchet to ensure both locking pins are locked before and during slacklining. So a few things to remember to keep our slacklining as safe as possible is to keep your feet straight on the slackline, keep your eyes focused on a fixed point in front of you, always use spotters when you are learning how to slackline, never jump over the line, control your dismounts, don't walk on the ratchet, and stay clear of the slackline when another person is using it.